We're honoured to have Raymond Deane and his partner Renata, and I'll say a little bit about Raymond later on. And I'd like to pay a special welcome to Dr. James Gardner, member of the Rotunda Board of Governors, and also involved with the Friends of the Rotunda, and we're delighted to have you here this evening. So we're here to launch the third edition, which you'll all have got a copy of on your way in. The third edition here is a 10-year project, really. And you might ask why, when most of you know that the students recorded the CD over their recent October midterm break. But it takes many years for a group of students to attain the musical maturity, the group cohesiveness, and to acquire the necessary experience to produce a CD recording. The students in the orchestra that you're going to hear this evening, YESCO, Young European Strings Chamber Orchestra, the average age is about 15 years. And they have been studying music, some from as young as 3 or 4 years of age, whilst others commence their studies at the ripe old age of about 7 or 8, very, very late. In addition to their weekly individual tuition, these students have played music together once a week at Orchestra. So as a result, there's a core group of students in the orchestra that have been playing music together for 10 years. A very, very long time, a growth process. The third edition contains a selection of music from the current repertoire of the Chamber Orchestra, and including Mozart, Tchaikovsky, Strauss, Grieg, and Mahler. And a first recording, a premiere recording, of a 5-piece suite by the esteemed Irish composer Raymond Deane, already mentioned. And we're delighted to have you here, Raymond, on this special occasion, and thank you for being here. The members of the orchestra and the music that they will play. But it takes a very special talent and enormous dedication to bring all of this together. And it is the energy, the ambition, and the devotion of their musical director, Ronald Mason, that makes this happen. Every Saturday morning during term time, Ronald sets the bar very high for the students, presenting a demanding weekly schedule to prepare for concerts, tours, competitions, and most recently recording. And we would like to pay tribute to Ronald, who I hope is listening, for the enormous energy and commitment that he gives to these students, to our children, over many, many years. Printed in white at the bottom of the CD, that the CD has been dedicated to Michael D. Higgins, President of Ireland. President Higgins has a long association with Young European Strings, right back to his time when he was Minister for Arts, Culture and Wealth back in the 1980s. As a result of this long association, YESCO were invited to play at the launch of Michael Deane's presidential election campaign in late September. And following his success in the election, he again invited the orchestra to play at his inauguration reception last month in Dublin Castle, which was a wonderful honour for the school and for the students. Unfortunately, however, President Higgins wasn't available to join us this evening due to the enormous demands on his time. And supposed to be fair, we've had a fair amount of access to him already. However, he has invited YESCO to come and to present the CD to him at Orchestra in January, so that's something to look forward to. And as a school, we wish President Higgins every success during his term and hope that he continues to fly the kite high for arts and culture in this country. I want to thank a few people and make a few housekeeping announcements. Firstly, I want to thank the Friends of the Rotunda for having us here at this wonderful venue. I thank especially Sheila Thompson and her team for making the organisation of the event so easy. All proceeds from the evening will be divided between the Friends of the Rotunda and the Yes Code CD overdraft. I want to thank the people involved in the back room in relation to the CD, Darby Carl, who's here with us this evening, Cyprian Costello, Paolo Cordone, who's also with us this evening, and Maria Kelly for all their work bringing this baby to fruition. I think it was delivered yesterday evening, so they're pretty hot off the press. I also want to thank my colleagues on the Executive Committee for all their work getting this event and other events off the ground, and to one of the parents, Mary Quinn, for the flowers this evening. After the recital, which will proceed without an interval, Maria Kelly, Director of Young European Strings, will say a few words, and then you're all invited to join us for a glass of wine or something softer if you wish, and some chat. So before I invite the orchestra to come out, I'd like to point out the two exits. One, the door you came in through, and the second door here on my left. The toilets, which I'd ask you not to refrain from using until after the recital, the ladies are through this door, I have it right this time, and the gents are through this door. And if I could ask you to switch off mobile phones and pagers, that would be most appreciated during the concert. So without further ado, a very, very big welcome to you, and now we will welcome with a welcome round of applause the Young European Strings Chamber Orchestra with their musical director, Ronald Mason. Thank you very much.